Rinse.
Alright, man. This is Rinse FM, and welcome to CheekySport here with myself, Big J.
Here with CheekySport act.
Like a Chris.
Relegation Jike.
Alright, and obviously, we're going to have to start the show, unfortunately, on a somber mood, or should I say, on a somber tone.
Yeah.
In regards to the Cardiff player, Salah, who's playing, obviously. Salah, sorry. Yeah. Who's playing, obviously, crashed, unfortunately, and it's funny because I feel like this happened last week, but we didn't really address it.
I think
it just happened the next day. Yeah, it just broke while we was on the show last week.
I think obviously the crazy thing about that incident is because I don't know if you lot have heard it. Like it came out, it resurfaced like a minute voice note.
The WhatsApp message.
And he was like, "I'm just scared. I don't think this plane."
But it's
and I've never.
His tone didn't sound like he was scared, but you could tell he was like, I don't know if it was tongue in cheek or. Because he was saying, it looks like it's about to fall apart.
No, because the problem is that you say stuff like that as a joke.
But then there's a tinge of seriousness.
Of course, yeah.
But I don't know how.
Yeah, it's just very unfortunate. It's a very sad thing.
I don't
know how they let go on that plane.
It's a light aircraft, and you shouldn't be like the fly. He shouldn't be in that aircraft. Like,
no, of course
it's
not.
simple as that.
Of course not.
But
it's funny as well because I've heard a lot of people trying to think like, where does the responsibility go and whose fault was it and all of that. And I know people are looking for something for blame. Yeah, it's hard to put blame, but at the end of the day, and unfortunately, somebody's gone. Do you know what I mean? And that's the main thing. So we wanted to send our condolences.
One thing that I want to talk on about this is what I find mad is that you think of the amount of money we have in football. Yeah. And it's taken a GoFundMe page from fans.
That's mad.
And other players.
I know some players have donated.
But not enough though.
Not enough. Yeah, I agree.
Some players have donated, but for the football community to just let the fans put a GoFundMe page to continue the search, I think is
like
mad.
the maddest thing is Ronaldo's got to pay 70 mil, 80 mil in tax.
Yeah.
And then we can't give
X amount of money for a search.
Well, I'm wondering what happens then with the whole situation. Of course, I know this is no way near important because someone's lost their life. 2 people lost their life. Obviously, don't forget the pilot
as well.
But it's like now I'm hearing that there's insurance on the payment, so Cardiff doesn't have to pay for it.
They shouldn't even care about these things.
No. I'm saying it doesn't. I know it's not important as far as someone's lost their life, but I'm saying like Cardiff are not a rich club either, and the whole situation is a big mess now, and it's so upsetting.
I'm not even saying Cardiff should do it. I think everyone should chip in.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say.
I think you're right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Cardiff shouldn't be doing it themselves. That's what I'm trying to say.
Listen, the way Jake started it, he said there's a lot of money in football, and I agree.
So how do you think what should be the solution?
Every baller could give a grand, let's say.
Actually, is it the baller or should it not be the clubs?
It's just out of your heart.
No, but I think the clubs.
Yeah, the clubs as well, but still, even the clubs.
But for me, at the end of the day, these things don't happen every day. You can throw a couple grand here and there just to help a search. Yeah. If you think about the amount of signing on fees and agent fees and appearance fees and goal bonuses, it's $1 billion industry. It's just the Premier League alone. And
the only reason why I say that, and not from fans, the only reason why I say that for fans is because they can afford that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't even care if they think it's futile and there's no point doing it. The fact that you've done it is enough.
Just to be clear to the listeners, you're saying to send back to his family. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm talking for the whole search. Because they was not going to do the search because obviously it's not feasible.
I understand. It's
wait, what? To continue the search for the plane?
For the body.
For the body, yeah.
For the body.
Just for peace of mind for the family.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why there's not enough money to do that.
That's
ridiculous.
Because apparently after a certain amount of time, they just cancelled the search.
And then, look, you see the family, they've got hope thinking that he's still alive. And what? You're just going to end the search with them thinking he could be somewhere. Like they need peace of mind because obviously I personally think he's dead.
And it's weird. It's weird how some of these like I said, going back to the voice note because. Obviously 50 years ago or so, Manchester United, all their team lost their life from the situation. And they lost it, they lost from they didn't even take off pretty much. They didn't properly take off.
That was mad.
Yeah. And the weird thing about that is before they went on, there was people who got off and was like, I'm not getting on this plane. Yeah. There's a reason. Wow. And they got off and they survived.
Was Charlton on the plane and survived?
Charlton was on the plane, but he survived.
He survived.
Which is crazy.
Crazy. He's still here to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But obviously we lost. There was like
no, I agree,
wonder kids that lost. No, either way,
a lot of these people who have high positions at football clubs, if they were in this scenario where one of their family members had fallen from the sky because of a faulty plane into the sea, you would have the same mentality that is.
I mean, the sad reality of it though is that I don't. again, I'm not gonna. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like googling every day and that about stuff like this, but. That Leicester situation, unfortunately, it's kind of like it just came and gone. It's like all people are like,
yeah, because that's because we know.
But is it because he's rich? No, but what I'm trying to say is it because he's rich?
No, because we know what happened. We know where he is.
It's almost concluded.
We're looking for a body. We're looking for a body.
Okay, right. I get
With Salah, there isn't. It's not concluded. It's still very open. Yeah,
I found the body. The body is dead. Whereas with Salah, we like.
We don't know.
99.99% chance that he's dead.
But it would, like you're saying, it would be nice to give the family the body.
Family, because it breaks my heart to see the family talking about their son or brother or cousin or whatever, talking about them, thinking that he's still alive.
Yeah, man.
They need the closure, man.
Yeah, they need more than just 1 minute silence. That's not
exactly
enough.
like in a $1 billion industry, which is the Premier League. Give them peace of mind. You're insured on the transfer. Money hasn't been lost. A couple grand here and there. Like, the fact that the football family have to go out of their way to throw money.
And like you said, fans doing a GoFundMe, all of that.
Exactly. And bear in mind, some people that are putting their money into this, their disposable income is minuscule. It's minuscule. They don't have the money to afford to, but they understand the situation because I feel like they're more on a human level. They understand
I think it's that old classic situation of you don't, it's what they are choosing to put their money in. And for some reason, some people just don't have that sort of level of compassion.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Just because of the size of the industry. Well, big up to the players who did give something.
Yeah, and continue. And who's continuing to give.
I don't know who's put, like Rabiot's put in money. I think.
I know Koscielny put
Perez, a load of players. So any of you, anyone that put money into it, fans or players, big up to you because that's a very
and clubs as well. Any clubs that do it.
Anyone, yeah, man.
Anyone that's contributed towards it. But yeah.
And obviously, same goes for that Leicester situation as well, by the way. So
yeah, exactly.
Big up on that.
100%.
So another unfortunate thing that happened on the weekend. It's funny because I saw the clip on Graham Daily with the chants.
Oh yeah. I posted that up.
We're talking about the Millwall versus Everton game, where unfortunately Everton were knocked out, but there was a fan who was
sliced in the face.
Actually sliced in the face.
Well, there was multiple negative things in that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to kind of like, even before the game, even the game going on, it was a dodgy, weird game. And firstly, I know we're not covering football, but the whole VAR thing was just a mess.
Yeah, because that second goal.
That was just the whole game.
Was it they didn't have VAR at the stadium or something?
Yeah, they didn't have VAR at the stadium.
Well, ain't it a lappy?
No, but you know the baddest thing
is?
For the second goal, he gun lead it into the goal. And man went, boom.
No, you're taking
it. He gun leaned the ball into the goal. Yeah, he gun leaned the ball into the net.
So like you're saying, the whole thing.
But what is it they need it for?
No, because they don't have the technology. I think it's something about they don't have the technology.
Yeah, but ain't it a lappy?
No, it's deeper than lappy.
Didn't Sarri come up with a lappy that time?
No, it's deeper than lappy.
That's
still.
a different thing.
No, you're talking about
that was just
that was like a replay thing. Yeah,
that wasn't the same as the VAR.
That was their own thing. That was their own personal. But you're laughing. That was their own thing. That wasn't even VAR.
That was Sarri's one was doing the crank that. He was doing the soldier.
Yeah, but that was his own thing though.
Why is man doing all the dancing?
Bro, they called that guy who come in with the lappy. That was his own analyst.
Yeah.
It wasn't like from no thing. He called his my man.
But that was a joke thing. But that was a joke thing.
Yeah, that was a joke thing. He called my man and goes,
listen.
The
line was in the limbo.
Bro, man.
His guy was doing that. Yeah. Bro,
he was in the limbo.
Do you know what I mean?
So looked like a recliner, mate.
But I'm not gonna lie, that chant was
mental. I'm sorry, but
what was the chant?
You said
I can't even say the chant.
It
was mad.
Who was it? Millwall fan saying?
Yeah.
So basically, what they said, I don't want to repeat it word for word.
I'm going to
paraphrase.
You can paraphrase, yeah.
So they were talking. It was a song in reference to saying they would rather be a
An
P word,
an Asian,
over than a Scouser.
Than be a Scouse. So that I would rather be a.
Than a Scouse.
I don't want to say it because it's mad.
They're mad, bro. They're chanting it mad.
And you know what doesn't make sense? You know what doesn't make sense about this, which is even beyond, and this is where I feel is like intentional racism. Yeah, like it's not like they have mad history with Everton or Liverpool. So to even make the song, like, I'm not saying there's anything's acceptable, but no, you know what I mean? No, but you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you're right, fact.
Like, it's not like some mad history.
Like, can't we just say a mad racist?
Yeah, like, where does that come from? Like,
but what I find disturbing is that it's not a couple guys singing it.
It's bare man.
The whole
What's that? Millwall, FMO.
Yeah. you know, I don't want to say the words again because I can't say
No,
it.
it's mad.
But that's why I had to put it
crazy.
up because sometimes that sort of content
But you know what's
is not great.
you know what's
So
right,
need
it's
to
not
show
right in
them.
football.
But you know
Yeah,
what's
you gotta
strange?
show
You
that.
know what's strange? Why I'm surprised. That means they've probably been, like you said, more than 2 people singing it. Which means that means people, they've probably been singing this for years. Years.
But I mean,
You're right, though,
but
Jack.
that-
It was right. It was right to bring out the clip.
Yeah,
because initially I was
you
like,
need to
Is it
show.
still on the gram?
Yeah, we'll show you after.
Of course it is.
Show you after.
But yeah, the thing is, like, for me, yeah, it's like to be
Sometimes
honest,
you gotta showcase these things.
You got to showcase these
Yeah.
things. But for me, like to have like more than 20 people in unison saying it, and someone to film it and put it up on his story, thinking that's
That's the
fine.
thing, someone gotta host
That's the worst thing because like sometimes people say stuff. It's not for them. It's banter, but they won't post
But
it.
it's
'cause
not
they-
cool, yeah,
they know about the
facts.
backlash.
Yeah.
These guys just don't think it's
No,
a bad
but
thing.
no, but
that's the maddest
having
thing.
said that, what's probably happened? This is what's probably happened. Yeah, is Everton. Yeah, they were playing Everton, and Everton probably had an away fan in the home stand because
No,
obviously
geezer.
No.
wait.
Geezer, what? No, don't wait.
Let's
I'll
use
tell
some
you what
logic. Let's
happened.
use some
No,
logic.
this is the logic.
Alright, I'll tell you what happened.
Millwall is Millwall,
No,
bro.
they've been doing this. It doesn't matter.
Wait, you're not listening to me.
go on,
I'm
go
not saying any. All I'm trying to say is maybe I might be wrong.
You are wrong.
Let me break this down.
Let me
for you.
finish.
Yeah,
Let me finish.
it and I'll explain it to you.
What I'm trying to say is the person who recorded it. Yeah, the reason why I said
I know
that
you're
is
saying
only
that.
because of the FA Cup game, and also, do you know why?
No.
Bro. Let's use logic, and honestly, I feel for this person who's recording it. Then, bro, if you're turning up back to the den next week, and them man know that you're the one who recorded it,
Yeah, game
I
over.
feel for you, bro.
Game over,
Honestly,
rude boy.
so let's use some common sense here.
Why is it
You
game
think
over?
that Donald's got a season ticket?
Why is it
You
game
think
over?
that?
No, but listen
Bro,
to me.
use some
Let-
common
let-
sense.
Let me
fam.
It's like-
explain this. Let me
it's
explain this.
baiting
Sorry,
up
one
something.
sec.
Come on, bro.
One sec.
You think they're gonna what?
Let me
You think they're
explain
gonna shake
this.
hands with you?
Let me
Right,
explain this. Yeah, look, for a guy that goes to football a lot, I'm not. This is not a dig at anyone.
Yeah, I know
right?
you're just saying it. Yeah, go on.
These sort of chants, not racially charged chants, but these sort of chants are tongue in cheek a lot of the time. So like,
Right,
so like the
Well, I
Scouser
think
one.
the yeah.
So when you're saying I'd rather be
Yeah.
than a Scouse, they're talking to the whole away section. They're not singling one person out. They're saying, well, oh,
Nah, but bro,
But
the
the
people
thing- yeah,
singing
of
it are
course,
white.
of course.
The
Yeah,
people
yeah.
singing it are white.
Of course.
They're not.
Yeah,
There ain't no
of
Asians in there saying that or
no, of
black
course
people.
not. But that's not.
That's
what's
not
that
the
got-
point.
No,
what's that
my
got-
point is, do you think the person who's recording it is an Asian or black person?
No, because
Oh,
you
God.
can see the.
I'm asking
no,
a question.
No. In the clip, you can see the camera moving, so he's clapping
He's
along
clapping
to
along with it.
That's a clapping movement.
That's why-
Okay,
I've done
that's
it.
what- that's
So
what-
when I filmed when I'm singing a song at a ground,
You're still
and my
clapping
phone
there, you're
on,
still
and I'm
in
clapping.
it,
That's
yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's the,
I
that's the
didn't
motion
see
I'll do.
I didn't see the clap. I didn't see the clap. Okay, cool. All
And
right.
that's why he said.
can hear it in the
that's why-
background.
That's why Jack said it's just like a fan who done
He
it.
don't
Yeah.
listen. He don't listen.
What do you mean listen? No, I didn't see the
He's thinking about his answer.
No.
But you know what it
No.
is? The fact that he decided, and put it
That's
up.
cool. Yeah,
Then
like
that's
you
dumb.
said.
He thinks
But
that's
just
dumb.
No, that it's normal.
That's
Yeah,
dumb.
he meant-
That's dumb.
If it
That's
was
dumb.
banter, no.
I've got to
yeah.
say one thing. I feel sorry for the good Millwall fans because there's a lot of good Millwall fans,
Right.
and they constantly get tarnished.
Why are you laughing
No,
at
no,
that?
it's true.
Come on,
Honestly,
It's true.
Jack.
No, it's true because
I
I know one or two Millwall fans and they're not like that at all.
Can I just ask you a
But for them,
question?
that's it. Let me-
Millwall are hardcore. They're hardcore.
You went to the den, I think, earlier.
I've
this year.
been twice this year.
What's
Last year.
your thoughts of it?
It's so funny because when I went to the den for the away game,
How come you been?
in the championship?
Because they've been in the championship.
We were in the
innit?
championship last
I
season.
thought he said this season.
No, and this season.
They just
in
said
the cup,
last year, it's in
the cup.
2018.
No. I've been there twice last year because we played them in the cup when we were in the Premier
Did they
League.
beat you up twice?
No, we won both times.
Okay.
3-0. We won 3-0 and 3-1.
What about your
so I don't know
firm?
about
No,
beating-
I'm talking about your firm.
I don't know. Get involved in that. That's got nothing to do
Put
with
him
me.
down,
I just
firm.
watched my game.
Don't tarnish my brother with them things.
Don't
Don't tarnish my brother with them things. He's trying it.
You think if I was doing that, I'd say,
You know what's gonna be like? Yeah, me and my firm. You're mad.
I got a firm, right here. Got a firm.
Whatever.
But no, the first time I went to the den, I've been to the den many times before because, obviously been in the championship. It's happened a few times. But when I went, when I played
It's just funny the way
I just said championship and then they just start laughing.
Like, he's embarrassed. Well, obviously.
But no, so when I went in, I think it was April we played them at the end of last season. So we were on our 22 unbeaten run. and
Where have I had that before?
And Millwall were like trying to get into the playoffs. So it was a massive game for both of us because we're trying to get automatic.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the playoffs. Sold out. Whole thing sold out. Very mad atmosphere. I remember
Was there fan trouble before or after the game?
Not really, but yeah, kind of like there was a lot of it's Millwall. They're always very intimidating. That's just the makeup of the whole thing. And obviously they didn't score, so there was nothing for them to get too mad about. Everything was fine. The way they police it at Millwall now.
How's it gone like that? Though?
In the away end. So what happens is you come out the away end. You're in this little pen. So like a little alleyway, and there's blocked off. There's a gate blocked off by all the police. They wait for they leave you there for like an hour after the game because it was a Friday night game, big game. There's a lot of agginess going on. There's might have been a few issues before the game, but they just pen you in this box, or this like little alleyway, and everyone's just giving it that because the station platform's right opposite. So they're all goading you, you're goading them back. It's all a bit mad, but then they have to clear the whole station before they let you out. So when you get out, there's no Millwall fans anywhere. They can't do anything. And the people that are hanging around, they're dealing with 3,000 people coming out the end. So they're not going to do anything. So that's the way they try and police it. But I went to the League Cup game this season, turned up, there was like 10 people in the home end. So there's a lot of Millwall fans, but they just turn up for big games to look for trouble. Okay. Whereas if they're playing a League Cup game against Shrewsbury Town on the Tuesday, they're not going to be there.
They don't even care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They want to turn up to the big game. They're ready for a scrap.
It's the fun.
Exactly. That's why I said I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the actual Millwall fans that go week in, week out because they get tarnished under the same brush as everybody else. And I think what happened was mental.
A lot of people say they got the worst fan base in.
100%. But then another thing as well, you see, if you see all that madness that happened, imagine this was like loads of youths from South London and then someone got slashed in the face.
100%.
Everywhere. It'd be front page of the news. But because it's, football fans, it was just a little scrap after the game, it's only been prominent on social media, really.
So the question is then, how are they going to get punished for this? How should they get punished?
Because there's like 200 people.
What do you mean?
It out.
Yeah, so the club should get punished.
No, I agree.
It could happen. You're right.
I agree.
But that's the thing. Look, if the club,
we've seen it many.
I know.
We've seen it many times where a fans act up and then the actual club come out and say.
But the problem is they're going to get some little 50k fine.
No, but they're saying anyone that's caught doing a racial stuff, anyone caught fighting after the game, they're getting banned.
Yeah, they get banned, didn't it? So that's all you can really do, man. There's no point.
You can ban. Like I know people that have been banned from football.
Yeah,
and they still manage to find a way to get to games.
Of course.
I don't know them personally, by the way. I don't know them personally. I don't know them personally.
They don't want anyone to run a check on Jack, innit? Hey, Jack Fendi.
I don't know them personally, but I know of people that have been banned, and not from Fulham, by the way, just random people. Supporters of other clubs.
Fulham getting banned.
And
prawn sandwiches.
There's no way of being able to stop you to go into game. All they do is just lock off your database.
Of course not. There's probably a website on how to do it.
One of your mates can go and just buy a ticket for you and turn up to the ground.
100%.
Unless you're unlucky and you go to the gate and someone clocks you.
Or whatever.
They know you're banned. Away games is harder because they have police from. There's the same Fulham police that go to every away game. So you know the policemen that are going to the game. So that's when they know that if you're banned, they'll catch you and you won't get into the away end. But the home end, it's hard because there's bare different entrances. There's only a couple guys that are going to know who it is. But whereas in the away end, everyone's kettled in one area, it's quite easy to spot them out. But to sum up in my way, I'd say there needs to be action taken against the fans that have done what they've done, but then I also feel for the Millwall fans that get tarred under the same brush, which I think it's sad for them because they want to just go and see their team play.
Enjoy some football, man.
And these men are turning up to like the fight in the estate. You could tell was organised before. How can you have 50 man on this side, 50 man there? And again, at the same time, I don't think it's hard to relate that to football because it's not actually inside the ground. These are just guys that affiliate themselves with a club and then turn up and fight each other.
Yeah, man. Listen, man.
It's hard. It's a tough one.
We leave it. There's a lot of unfortunate things in football, man. All we can do is bring attention to it and hope that the powers that be can actually make sure it's
a bit serious this bit already.
It is very serious.
I think you lot
serious. We've been talking about for like 20 minutes. We've been talking about for 20. We've been talking. How long have we been on?
Don't say.
We've been talking for like 20 minutes now. Yeah.
These men are going to be upset.
Serious? They're going to be like, it's been 20 minutes. Why are we talking about Moonwalk Stadium?
Exactly.
Oh, good segue.
Hey, here we go.
Dong, 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 dong.
Why is he moving like Peter Griffin for?
Nah. It was cold. It was smooth.
Hey, who can do the best? Who can do the best?
Hey, what you said? You gonna have a turn? Huh? You gonna have a turn of the?
Nah, I'll leave it for now.
Why are you doing the moonwalk and flick your hat off like MJ?
Huh? What do you want?
You don't want to see what's down there.
Hey, Chris, let's not deflect from the terrible result on Friday.
Shall be real with you.
Alright, guys, let's chill. Let me introduce it.
So much to say. Sorry, Jay. Go on.
I don't support any team. I'm neutral.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Like he went moonwalking in his living room.
I weren't.
No, go on. First
I was
intro.
watching great content on Friday night.
I saw your Insta
Intro
story.
it.
Yeah, I was watching some content.
Intro it. They don't know what you're talking about.
It was
apparently.
the FA Cup. It was the big one. Arsenal versus Manchester United.
The most viewed game this season on telly.
7.6 million people tuned into the BBC.
What's that? A quarter of the country?
It all go down.
That's more than EastEnders, mate.
No, the score was 3-1.
That's Arsenal's transfer budget.
By the way, a quarter of.
I got Andy to laugh out loud on camera.
That's
a W, baby. It said it took an L and L. I got W.
Was it Wala?
Anything you get like,
Can't actually say what he said, but yeah.
obviously, big up Martial who scored.
Right.
Big up Alexi, baby! Alexi, baby!
Wait, hold on. No,
wait.
The way in which you tried to entertain
I'm doing an impression of you.
Hold on.
I'm doing an impression of you.
Lexi, baby!
Hold on. Who calls him Lexi, baby? Who gave him the name?
did.
I dubbed
No.
I dubbed
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He didn't make that.
Yeah,
He
he
gave
did.
you fish with that
So
chip
what
in the
about
stadium.
the song Lexi Sanchez Baby?
That's
Yeah, that's
like
how he calls
baby.
him.
Lexi
Yeah,
baby.
he
You
calls
Lexi
him
Baby. Oh, sorry.
Hey,
That example.
Yeah, how dummies. They're hard dummies.
What?
No, how he's a fucking
What?
fickle. My
What?
brethren calls him
What?
Lexi baby.
What? 'Cause he
That's
took
how
him out.
I got it.
What? 'Cause he
You know what I'm
took-
saying?
What,
My
Jermaine?
brethren calls him Lexi baby.
What?
I call him
All that
Lexi.
Sanchez.
All that love for him, yeah. All that
Chill,
love for
chill,
him.
chill.
All that love for him. And Sanchez turned up and gave you fish with that chip. How could he do that to you?
Man said fish.
He gave you fish with that chip. Did you see the way he tried to contain his
Hold
excitement?
on. Did he celebrate? Did he celebrate?
No, not really. Not
but
really.
do you know why?
I
Do you know
did
why?
still. He
Not
done.
really.
Nah,
Do you know why?
respect
'Cause
him.
everyone jumped on him straight away. But deep down, I could see his
He was
face.
smiling,
He
yeah.
was smiling.
Nah,
Celebrate.
do you know what?
The camera took it
Bro,
out. They
hey,
posted
do you know what's so
it.
mad? Whoa.
Look how
You guys
so
chill.
dudes on China.
As soon as man mentioned Arsenal today, we've
Innit?
gone mad.
You lot have gone mad.
Bro, we had our 20
Wow.
minutes. We had our 20 minutes. Hey, you know
I've
what's
been
mad?
holding this energy
Hey, you
in.
know what's mad, yeah? The Sanchez thing, you know why players are pricks, yeah? Because they know.
Geezer.
Yeah?
They know that
Yeah, what's that? Hey. You know why players are funny, yeah?
What's happening?
Oh, do you know what?
The excitement.
Hey, hashtag.
Big man thing.
You can say
Hey,
that.
listen, I got both my
You can't
headphones.
say that.
They're not so funny. Andy, this week, I put both my headphones in, yeah?
You always do.
No, I don't. I always do one.
To be honest, I always do.
Do you know what?
one.
Hey,
I
do
know.
you know what? No one cares. Move on.
I know why is Manny explaining that?
Usually I put both my headphones
By the way,
on.
by the way,
Nobody cares,
I'll
bro.
tell you now, yeah? Giant's gonna get smoked. Gonna get smoked now. You see all the men who complained? Oh, they're gonna be like, see, that's why I don't like that idiot Giant on the show. I can't wait till they get relegated next season.
Hey, big up all the New Yorkers apparently that watch the show.
Hey,
watch him up.
Oh, no. I don't like Giant because he don't let Big J do his job.
Hey, you got Joe Pesci over
Don't
here,
let
right,
Big J
mate?
do his job. And then they say that. They're like,
All right.
that Jake, he doesn't let me. Jacob. I don't care what his name is.
Hey, CheekySport Joe Pesci. All right, mate. Chill out.
All I'm saying is, you guys are over talking each other, and our beloved viewers, if they got headphones in, Jake, it's a lot of screaming.
Well,
right?
you got two headphones in.
So take time. What I'm saying is, take time.
Take
Yeah.
time.
reload.
All right, listen, Jake, you obviously watched the game. You
Of course I
enjoyed
did.
yourself.
I loved it. Meme City, baby. Meme City. How could he put the location of the stadium as Dancefloor? It's murder on the dance floor.
You better not your moves, DJ.
Hey, man, I'm on the dance floor.
On the dance floor.
Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, you better not chip the ball. Yeah.
Hey, big up Sophie Ellis Bextor. Big up Sophie Ellis Bextor.
We get a copyright claim for that. Let's say strike.
Violation number 2.
Hey, listen, big man thing, yeah. Hey, you guys, can you guys laugh with me the way Lukaku celebrated the goal he assisted?
On his own, but on his own. On his own as well.
Why are you not taking the
Because
good?
he was on his own.
Nah, allow it.
Wait, the way in which they celebrated, it was like pro clubs on FIFA. They celebrate like pro clubs on FIFA.
Yeah.
One guy was celebrating it.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me is the camera was fixated on Lukaku. Meanwhile, Lingard is doing
Oh,
the bad boy jam. He's doing jam on.
They missed it.
Yeah, but no way, we caught it though.
I wanted a clean shot of that moonwalk.
Exactly. There's no clean shot.
Wait,
There was one snake in the arsenal and that filmed it.
Posted it and then posted
And he
it.
posted
Can I
it.
just answer? Can I just ask? Yeah, is there when Lukaku done that? When he done that, was he doing that to the Arsenal fans?
To you, probably.
To you, man.
Nah. I'll be real.
Was that home fans?
No,
Oh, wait.
he wasn't. I'll be real. He was kind of looking at the pitch.
I think he was
Lingard
looking at the
ran
fans.
to the fans.
I know. What the away
did
fans?
not care.
No, he went to the fans.
Yeah,
No, not the away
the
fans.
home
It was
fans.
the
That's what I'm saying,
Arsenal
the
fans.
Arsenal boys,
Yeah,
yeah.
he went straight to the Arsenal
Taking the
fans
mick.
in front of
Did he
them.
get
I know.
Did he get hit with something?
Yeah, no.
Bare coins.
Apparently they
being
threw
chucked.
coins at
Wait,
him.
They threw your transfer.
all different,
A man
yeah.
said,
Yeah.
a man
Transfer.
said,
Expression.
pick up that pound
Pick
that
that
you
up.
threw for the Dennis Suarez transfer.
Oh my god.
Big up
Wait,
expression.
apparently that was the pound that you gave for Suarez.
Oh man.
That was the pound you gave for the Suarez.
So obviously, Chris.
Just say one
Are we
sentence.
still calling him, or do you guys want him to defend
No,
this
no,
team?
one sentence. I'm just gonna say one sentence.
Alright, Aish, if you're editing this, just put bare L's around Chris for the whole episode.
I'm just gonna
bare
say
L's.
2 sentences about this. Yeah. Jay Lings will walk into most
Dead player.
top sides.
No, he
Not
wouldn't.
dead players.
No, he wouldn't.
Walk into
No, he wouldn't.
Jay Lings, baby.
No, he wouldn't.
And number 2,
Whose place is he taking?
you're still in a hangover
Prat.
from Wenger. You're still in a hangover
Yeah,
from
damn,
Wenger.
Skippy, I'm on a hangover.
Yes.
I am. You're on a hangover
Yeah.
from Fergie, you prat. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, we
That's
are.
5-6 years in the making.
We are.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, okay. But we're doing better than you. But we're doing better than you.
You're behind me still.
Bro, I'm talking about
You're
the
still
last 5
behind
years.
me, brother.
Pause. One in Europe.
Last 5 years.
Here we go.
Pause.
Don't even bother.
Pause.
Don't bother.
Bro, Wenger, hangover. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big deal.
You got a Fergie hangover. Are you dumb? Are you a
why are you
football
talking about
fickle?
Man United? We're talking about Arsenal.
Nah, because you can't tell
see
me.
the
You
problem?
can't tell me.
Oh, yeah.
You
Hey,
can't, no, I'm not
go on.
gonna take that from you. You're gonna tell me, you got a hangover when your house
You
ain't
do.
even fixed.
You got a hangover.
You
That's
boy,
not
you
fixed.
boy,
Right.
you boy, you're in Division 1.
Ain't getting that like yours,
You're
brother.
dada. You're
Lukaku.
You're dada. As for you,
all I
they're
see is-
dada. As
all I
for
see
you,
is
you're
L.
still 6th. You're the biggest club in the world, you prat. And you're gonna sit there and talk to me like that, yeah?
Yeah, we're still
Have
sixth
some
at the
respect.
moment. At the moment.
You're the biggest
Listen,
club in the world.
listen,
You
Chris.
should be doing Man City.
Chris,
How many cups
At the
you in?
moment, Liverpool
Chris.
and Man City's top of the league. Your 2 biggest rivals. Get out of
Chris.
here.
Let's
Disgrace.
Let's focus on the game.
Most
Why-
FA
why-
Cups,
why do
most
that?
FA
No one
Cups won in
cares, bro.
history.
No one cares.
13.
Oi,
Most
Chris,
ever.
You're still talking about that.
Just take the L
It's
and hold
FA
it.
Cup, no?
Bro.
Take the
Bro,
L and hold
bro,
it.
take the L.
You know what? We lost to Man United. You know what? You outplayed us.
But don't talk rubbish about Lingard. Don't talk rubbish about
Take
Lingard.
that out.
Jay Lings is a dead baller.
He's
but
not.
I
Oh,
respect-
get
I
out.
respect
Bagged
him.
twice a year.
Wait,
Exactly. But Jay Lings,
He's
you know
done
what?
more than Ozil in 2 years.
No, he hasn't. That's
Yes, he
incorrect.
has.
But Jay Lings, you know what, my guy? I
Scored in
respect
the
your
FA Cup
hustle.
final in the World
Can we
Cup.
wheel up on this sentence? So what did you say to
I said
Ozil?
Jesse Lingard has done more than Ozil this in
But
the
he
last
hasn't.
2 years.
In the last 2 years. No, he hasn't, you prat.
He has.
In the last 2 years.
He scored in the World Cup. Listen.
He scored in the World Cup.
Yeah, and he was a
Man said he
pivotal
scored. Man said he scored in the World Cup.
Yeah, where was Ozil scoring the World
He's done
Cup?
more than Ozil.
Where-
Are you stupid?
Listen.
Are you dumb?
He scored in the World Cup.
So what?
He was pivotal. He was a pivotal member of a team that got to the
That's
semi-finals
fake.
of the World Cup.
I done what?
What do you mean I done what? It's the highest.
You know
it's
he
the
bangs
highest.
for England, man.
Don't try it, Chris. You can't say
He's
that.
even with us at the
should
Spain
bang.
game when he
No,
banged.
no,
UEFA Nations. UEFA Nations.
You saw me even in the
UEFA
Nation League. You come.
And
Oh no, he didn't come with
Let me
us.
ask you a question. Are you trying to tell me now that Jay Lings is getting to Man City's team?
We're not talking about
We're not talking about
I'm
Man
asking
City.
a question.
No.
Okay, will he get to
You're
Liverpool's
saying
team?
he's a dead baller,
Shut
there's
up.
a difference.
Will he get to Liverpool's team?
No, but he won't. He'll get into the.
Shut your mouth. No, he
He'll get
won't.
into the team.
Will he get him to Chelsea's team? We're talking first
Yeah,
team.
I
We're
think
talking
he
first
gets
team.
Chelsea.
Over who?
He will.
Was he taking Hazard's place? Okay.
He'll take
next.
Pedro's place.
Yeah? Are you for real?
What?
Are you for real?
He won't take Pedro's place. Bro,
You're dumb. You're a
Pedro.
football freak.
Bro,
Get out of
bro,
here. Next.
No, bro.
Will he get to Tottenham's team?
Hold on.
No, he won't get to Chelsea. But first team.
Wait. You think
First team,
bro?
Whose place he taking?
Wait, Jay.
Hazard.
Jay.
William.
Difference about
Pedro.
starting 11 and dead baller.
Nah,
Chris,
there is
Pedro,
a difference.
Chris, right now.
Ask me a question.
Pedro.
Chris,
I'm asking you a question.
Chris, wait.
We're talking Pedro.
Are you man chill?
No, hold on.
Wait,
I'm talking to this guy.
No,
You're talking Pedro.
Your brother
yeah?
thinks it's 2011.
How you
Bro,
talking
bro,
Pedro?
2011
He
anymore,
said
bro.
2000. He said
Jay Lingard is not a good baller.
You're lying. He is a good baller. He's
Pedro-
arguably-
He's all right. He's all right.
Pedro's finished.
He's all right. He's not mad. He's not mad.
He's
I'm not going to sit.
arguably one of the best.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best squad players in the league.
Look what you're saying.
100%.
Look what you're saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you dumb?
That doesn't mean he's
you
a baller.
swear.
So what?
You're gonna make man swear on the show. I got people telling me.
I just said he's alright.
You're gonna make man swear on the show.
Wait, I just said he's alright.
Yeah, he's a good squad player. That's it.
Nah, he's
Don't
not
tell me.
alright.
Nah.
Does that mean Sorry.
Don't tell me he's sick.
Does that mean Shaqiri's a dead baller?
Shaqiri's basic, bruh. He ain't getting to no one's teams.
Oh my days.
Shaqiri.
You walk in your
No,
team.
he won't.
Yeah.
He can only do 20 minutes at a time, Shaqiri.
Okay,
Fat mess.
so your
you mad?
your
Taking
pinnacle players
No, I ain't
are
taking a mic.
Ramsey and
Shaqiri can only do 20
Can
minutes at a
I
time.
tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Man, telling me about Arsenal. These men are smoking.
Can I tell you something right
Let
now?
me tell you something.
No, let me tell you.
Let me tell you man something.
Let me give you
No,
some
I'm gonna
information.
tell you lot something. You lot are sitting there trying to tell me Jay Ling's a great player. Yeah,
He talk garbage.
No, let's go through Man United.
No one said he's a great
Let's go through
player.
the history.
No one said he's a great player.
He's a good player.
Wait.
He said he's a good player. We're saying he's a good player.
Brother,
We're saying,
brother,
bro,
you
is he,
got
I know. It's very easy. Do you think Jay Lingard is a dead baller?
No, don't ask.
No. It's a simple
Be
question.
honest. Don't
Dumb
be
question.
simple.
Be honest
That's
with
the way.
you. He's not a dead baller.
Thank you.
Listen.
So that's what we talking about.
No, you better.
No.
Don't move the goalpost on, man.
No.
Don't even try.
Yeah, you're saying
Don't
he's
try.
dead.
Don't
You
try.
said he's dead.
Don't try.
We said he's good.
You're trying to tell
Now
me he's
you're
a
saying
good baller.
no.
I need to be
No, man, you
said we said he's great. No, you said we said he's great. We never
Your
said
statement
the word
was-
great didn't come out man's mouth once.
Your
Let me tell you something, you
the
lot,
word
yeah?
great.
In the WhatsApp group that's been going on all day, these men have been bigging up this man all
and you
day
in the
long.
comments, you put it in the comments and say, what was the comment that Chris said? Because I heard he said Jesse Lingard is a dead baller, and that is what we were arguing.
Bro, he's
and now
not
you're
a-
saying
he's
he's
a
not a dead
proper-
baller.
Will Jay Ling's get into anyone else's top 6 team?
Conversation done.
First
You
team.
just admitted you were
First
wrong.
team.
Arsenal. Yes.
No, he won't.
He was getting to an Arsenal
Who's your
team.
midfield? Xhaka and Ramsey, who's leaving. Ramsey who's leaving and Xhaka.
So you trying to tell me Jay Ling's better than
Guendouzi,
Ramsey now, yeah?
Guendouzi.
You tell me Lingard's better
I'd
than
rather
Ramsey?
Lingard now than
You're
Ramsey.
chatting crap.
I would.
Better than
I
Guendouzi.
would.
Better than all these players.
Do you know the problem with you?
done with
Bro,
this.
do you
I'm done
know
with this show.
the
I'm
problem
done.
with you? Do you know the
I'm
problem
done.
with you? You look at history and you don't look at the facts now.
Yeah.
You're mentioning Pedro in comparison to Lingard. Are you mad?
Lingard is
Pedro.
Lingard has
Are we in
turned up-
2011,
Lingard
Chris?
scored in
Are
the
we
last
in
games,
2011?
You know, it's all Jack said was the
Muppet.
last 2 years, bro.
Exactly.
That's
Come
the truth.
Come on, bro.
That's the
Come
truth.
on.
Bro,
He's still
Lingard's
incorrect.
been out here for the last 2 years, bro.
Ozil hasn't. That's a simple fact.
Based
bro.
on what? You know what? You make me
Babe, what do you mean
No,
based
no,
on
because
what?
You know what?
Chris.
You know what? No, shut
He's
up.
mini
Shut
rocked
up.
your stadium.
Shut up.
He's moonwalked.
Just because he's done a couple of moonwalks and a couple of milli rocks, you
In
prat.
big games.
Go and get me
He
some
scores in
stats.
big games.
Go and get me some stats and tell me what
UEFA
he's done in the
Nations
last
League.
2
Scored
years.
against
UEFA
Liverpool
Nations
this
League.
season. Okay,
He gone through to the UEFA
let me
Nations
line
League
out what I
final.
know off the top of my head. Yeah, he scored at
That's
Anfield this season
Yeah, mate,
to
we put-
equalise
get some
against
stats out.
Liverpool.
You just give me moments in a lifetime, bro.
Go on,
Bro,
Gareth, let me
bro,
go.
let me tell you something. This
What you want to talk about
This guy
then?
had back-to-back Decembers where he was like player of the flipping
Back-to-back
month.
Decembers, you know.
Bro, I mean that's
That's a
what
year, that's a whole
we just
year.
said 2 years. That's what I'm saying.
That's a whole year.
No, but that's what I'm trying
That's it, back to back.
Bro, that's what we're saying. When I say 2 years,
let me get some
bro,
home
when I
truths
say
out
2
quickly.
years, but when I say 2 years, that's what man's talking about.
Back to back.
It's not like a one-off. Don's been doing this thing for
Listen,
years.
he
bro.
was a pivotal part of the highest
Wow.
achieving England team in the World Cup since the
That's embarrassing.
1990s.
It's embarrassing even saying that about England because you know it's a crap fuck.
No.
Sorry.
You said it was crap, what?
He said it's a crap team.
He has a crap
Whatever.
No.
Bro, they got to the semi-final.
Well, no, I'm not here to argue.
No, wait, hold on. No, Jay, how can you say that? They got to semi-final, they're one of the best sides in the
No,
world.
I'm not listening. I'm
They're
not
one of the
hearing
best
that.
sides in the
I'm not hearing
world.
that.
For real.
I'm not hearing that.
I don't know.
Go on.
I don't know.
Let me see. Go on. Compare him.
I've got
Compare him.
Jermaine,
Alright,
cool.
cool.
Let me make a point.
Yeah, go
We're
on.
talking about England having an easy route. Go back to
Dennis.
2002, yeah? The Germany team that got to the
Yeah.
final. Great
Yeah.
team, right?
Right.
Who did they play to get to the final? USA.
Did they win?
South
Did
Korea.
they win? Did they win?
Yeah, but they played the best.
Did they win?
The best international team of
Did
all
they win?
time. That team, you're telling me they're going to beat Cafu, Roberto
So
Carlos,
what's your point?
Lucio.
What's your point?
I'm saying Germany were one of the best teams in the world at the time. No one talks about their run
No
to
one
the
don't
final.
care about runs, bro.
It's only
about what
because in
man's
England
done.
we love to
That
scrutinise everything.
German team that lost to that Brazilian team wasn't the greatest
It
German
was,
team.
bro.
No, it wasn't.
You remember South Closer was the top goal scorer?
He's dead. Man's thinking
He's
about
not
Closer.
dead.
Closer's got the
Closer
record.
was-
He's got the record of the World Cup, yeah. But you know what? People look back at that year and go Closer. What many Closer do at club level? Don't look. Piss man off.
How can you
how
say?
dumb are you?
How
man?
can you say?
Are you mad?
What he did
How can you not-
do at
You're a
world
big
level?
man. You should know
What did he do
better.
at world level?
You
though?
got kids, brother.
No. What did he do at world level? What did he do
Yeah.
at world level, though? Do you know what this guy just said? He goes, Closer has the record for the most World Cup goals. You just said it. Yeah. But what did he do at club level when we're having a discussion about the World Cup? We're talking about the World Cup.
But as a player, is he a good player?
Bro, we are talking
It's
about the World
Closer.
Cup.
Is that it
We're
now?
talking
Is
about the
that
World
it now?
Cup.
Is that it now? Is that it now? Is that it now? If you have a good World Cup,
Wait,
yeah, you're
Chris,
sick. Okay,
Chris,
okay.
it's
You know
called
what?
context.
You know what?
Jermaine,
You know what?
Chris,
Carl
it's called
Populski.
context.
Carl Populski.
Jermaine, it's called
I'll do some context.
context.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? What are you gonna say?
It's
called what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Some context.
You're gonna Wait.
Yeah?
Wait, are you cussing Karol Babulski?
Yes, I am, brother.
Bro, you are a thicker. You are a thicker. What? The same guys will probably won the same amount of league titles as Overmars. Yeah? And you're saying that?
Listen to me.
No. Hold on. Because it's convenient that you want to
Was
talk
Karol
numbers.
Babulski a flop?
Wait.
This is
wait.
not a flop?
Wait.
Was he not a flop?
Wait. Okay? Don't start talking about Pobulski
Was he a flop?
and Gachelskius and all of these
I
players.
didn't say
Yeah?
Chelsea, I was going to mention it, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, I knew you were going to
said
mention it.
Nah, you said
Okay,
it.
so don't start talking about them. That's a different era. Let's move on.
Jay-Lings.
I know
So,
you're trying to do
all
that.
I'm trying to say
Dropped in
is...
standards.
Hold on.
Compare him, bro.
Hold on,
You
Lingard.
should be able to compare players.
hold
He's
on.
the player.
Let King speak. Let him
Yeah,
speak.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Go on.
Chris, let me just ask you a
after.
question. Yeah, we know Liverpool and Man City is not going to get into their team.
Or Chelsea.
Right.
Or
Chelsea,
Arsenal. Or Tottenham.
Chelsea, we've
He's not
concluded
even making
Pedro.
Tottenham's team,
We've
bro.
concluded
He's
Pedro.
not even making Tottenham's team.
Now Arsenal,
He's not
he'll
making-
walk
no,
into
he'll
a team.
walk into a
You'll
team.
make him captain,
No,
you
no,
idiot.
no, we
You'll
will
make
not.
him captain.
No, we will
You
not.
muppet.
No, we will
Chris,
not.
what
You're
you're
a
doing
city
here,
captain.
Was it
what you're
last
doing
2 years
here,
now, yeah?
what you're doing here, Chris, is you're moving the
Yeah, you're moving the
you're
goalpost.
moving the
But I'm
importance.
saying I'm not going to lie.
Listen,
Bro, chill, brother.
Because you can see it there.
Chill,
Chris,
look.
listen
You can
to
see
me.
it yourself. Look.
Chris.
Look, bro. Look, bro.
What are you looking at?
Look.
What are you looking at?
Look.
What is that? I don't know what you're looking at. What is
What
it?
app is this? What app is this?
It's not always about stats, man.
What app is this? What app is this?
You're going to shout out. You're going to shout out.
Look at him. Look at him
It's
now.
not always about stats.
Look at him now.
Plus,
what is
Bro,
it? Show me.
look,
Plus,
listen,
it's the wrong
listen,
pair.
listen. What?
It's the
Wait.
wrong pair.
Let me give the people some.
importance of things
Today's about
disappear when it
context.
doesn't help his
Man,
argument.
this guy's fiddling with his phone, trying to look up Lingard stats. Yeah. He's looking in the camera. I goes, bro, man knows the app. Compare him to the player. He goes, I don't know how to do that. So man picked it up.
and then of course,
I picked the player, Pedro Rodriguez. Yeah. I've clicked last season,
Yeah,
17,
exactly.
18 season, and you can read the stats. He scored twice as much goals as man.
Should we shout it up?
No, don't shout that.
compare Ozil. Compare Ozil.
Hey, compare us. Oh.
So that's how you're not done.
Why? Why is that dumb?
Darkness, my
Why is that dumb? No, let Jack finish. Go Jack.
Go back to- go back to
Wait, go
script.
back. No, wait, Chris,
Go back to script for Pedro.
Chris, go back to
Pedro!
No,
Pedro!
Hey,
finish
people,
my point.
hey, comments. Tell me Pedro is not better than
Pedro!
J-Lings.
Bro, he's not-
Andy,
Let me finish
J-Lings
my
or
point.
Pedro?
Let me finish my point.
Yeah, let Jack finish.
That's bad on.
Let me finish.
Bro,
I hate this show.
Let me finish my point, yeah? Listen, let me finish my point.
Go on.
With this argument, Chris, certain things that have importance, you're changing the importance when it doesn't benefit the argument. So, for example, we'll say Lingard or say Miroslav Klose has performed at a World Cup. But then, if Ozil performed in a World Cup, that would have more importance than a...
It looks like Lingard is better than Ozil from last year.
No, that's not. I think that's this.
More goals.
That's this
Why is
season.
not this season? Okay, this
Yeah,
season. Okay, sorry.
Let's go to last.
All right, last season.
Oh.
It's about the same.
I ain't gonna
More
lie.
assists on Ozil, but more
Ozil-
goals from
Got double the
Lingard.
goals of double the goals of Ozil last season,
Yeah,
and then
goals from
Double
outside
the
box.
goals.
I'll be honest. I'll still take Lings from last year as well.
Yeah, a world-class player.
and then that's not including the World Cup, by the way.
Lings is young. He's not-
SMD.
That's
What's-
not
what's-
All
wait,
three of you.
wait,
What's that?
listen,
What's
that's-
that?
You know what it means.
Listen, and that's
Do you want to point it out? Do you want to show the
listen,
camera?
and that's not including the World Cup.
That's not including the World Cup. And UEFA
You know that
Nations
World
League.
Cup where
And
Ozil
UEFA
got knocked
Nations
out of
League.
group stages
And UEFA
and
Nations
finished
League.
bottom. Yeah,
You know what? You man are getting me so hot.
No, we're joking, we're joking, we're joking.
Yeah, man, so hot.
I'm joking.
He ain't joking.
I ain't joking. I'm
A
chatting.
world-class
It's
player.
fine,
Guys, can you
Chill, can you man chill? Let's chill.
I'm asking.
Let's chill, because
Who
I
is-
don't
okay.
know how this Jesse Lingard
I
thing
know.
comes.
Guys, who would you prefer? Lingard or Ozil, based on the last 2 years?
Who has been better in the last 2 years?
I liked it when he was screaming for Pedro.
Nah, Pedro's
and
trash.
Pedro as well.
Pedro-
You know what?
Pedro's
Put
trash.
Pedro in
He's
there.
a dog. You
trash.
know, look
Pedro,
at me,
you know.
look at me. You are okay, Chuck. You're a Fulham fan. I don't expect you to understand this.
What is
These
it?
two now, yeah. These
Because that's got everything to do with
Guys,
it.
trust me, everything. You don't know what quality is, guys.
we're coming
Always
from
say-
the Arsenal
always
man.
say
Are you
this.
telling me?
Forget the Pedro that used to play top
play
three for
good football,
Barca.
though.
Even Pedro
Forget-
today is
forget-
better
No,
than
he's not,
J-Lings.
brother. No, he's not.
How is J-Lings getting this? You know what, J-Lings, my guy. This is why I respect you, because your PR, you're the best.
Bro,
Better than
you don't
Pogba
get
right
it.
now.
It's his PR. He just knows how to
He's
use
PR.
social
What
Yeah, he's
PR?
the best.
What PR?
His own PR, his own stunts, his own shenanigans. When man's will do this, walk up the step.
No, but he performs.
Shenanigans. No,
What
he
about
doesn't
UEFA Nations-
perform,
what about
bruh.
UEFA Nations League?
Wait,
What about
perform?
UEFA
Guy
Nations
enjoys
League?
life.
His shenanigans.
You know what?
What about UEFA Nations
me
League?
talk
What
about
about the
this.
World Cup?
I
What
rate
about the World
J-Lings.
Cup?
J-Lings, you smashed it.
Can I
bro.
talk about this
Smashed
to
it.
J-Lings?
I told you,
What
J-Lings is
annoys
like,
me-
he's like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne called himself the greatest rapper of all time, and everyone believed it.
Yeah, but
This
he's
is what
not saying
J-Lings
he's the
doing.
greatest footballer of all time, though.
He's let you man know that he's confused.
Lil Wayne was one of
He's
the.
a
He
sick
was one
baller.
of the best at one point.
Little Wayne's
Listen to me.
self-proclaimed.
This is what annoys me
Yeah,
about
it doesn't matter.
people talking
So
about
what?
Jesse Lingard.
So
the
what?
guy is enjoying himself. He's living his life
Yeah,
as a young
sick,
man.
sick.
And he's dancing and doing this and that. And everyone has a go at him for it.
No, but obviously Arsenal fans are going to be angry.
Including you.
Obviously Arsenal fans will be angry because he merely rocked over.
No, but not even
and then he
before
new
that.
rocked.
Before
still
that
look
as
at
well.
man's stats,
Everyone
yeah?
goes, wow, this man's a big 26-year-old. You know?
I know.
Lingard, you're just being rude.
And the thing is, does it? I'll be real.
Lingard's
I'll
right.
be real. I'll be
Basic.
real. I'll be real. Don't say basic.
Basic.
Not basic,
He's
though.
a
He's
See, with
BB.
me,
He's
I'm,
BB.
I'm very mad when it comes to words. I am not saying great.
Yeah,
So what
he's
you saying?
a good
What you saying?
player.
Yeah, bro. Lingard is a good player.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, when I mean good,
You see,
Man United
Lingard,
fans.
you see when I say that,
Hold
I'm
on.
saying, you see
Hold
Lingard,
on.
at first,
end this conversation,
we were
he
all
said
here.
Salah
We
was
were
a
all,
world-class
bro,
Emirates.
listen,
Hold on,
we were
Manchester
all,
fans.
bro,
Who's on the level? Who's on the same level?
Wait,
Go
let me
on,
make
go
my
on.
point.
Who's on the same
Let me
level
make my
as you?
point.
Go on.
Forget the level, because I can only compare the man to himself, yeah? When he signed his contract for 100 bags a week,
Joking.
we all laughed at him.
Joking.
Bro, that's
Joking.
worth
No.
every penny now.
Yeah, 100% is.
It's worth
100
every
grand
penny
nothing.
now.
Joking.
How much
That's
you pay?
all man
How much
saying.
you
That's
pay?
okay. He's a poor man's. He's a
Aaron
poor man's
Ramsey.
Theo Walcott.
Wait.
Jay Ling's a poor man's Theo
Ramsey.
Walcott.
You see what I mean?
Jay Ling's a poor man's Theo Walcott.
Fico.
And he's better
Wait,
gas.
wait.
Fico.
Chris,
Gassing.
Chris, you think he does? Ramsey deserves 3 times the amount he gets
Bruv!
a week?
Ramsey's
Wait, how
smoking.
much is how
Ramsey
much
bags.
Ramsey get?
Smoking too.
300 bags a week.
He get 300 bags.
Not at Arsenal, not at Arsenal, at Juventus, you prat.
No, but
I'll be
listen,
done.
no,
Yeah,
Chris,
don't worry, you
wanna
pay
stay?
people. You
No,
pay
wait,
people.
wait,
Don't
wait,
think
wait,
it.
Chris. I'm
We're
talking
not
about
giving him the contract, that's why he's gone.
Right, Chris.
No, but better
Chris,
also fans are saying
And let me
they
ask you
pay the
that- let me
money.
ask you that question now.
How much does Jackie get? How much does
lost
Jackie
it for
get?
free.
Manchester fans.
How much does Jackie get?
Don't
Answer
worry.
the phone.
You got rid of him
Don't
for
worry.
free.
Don't
Manchester
worry.
fans, would Jay Lings have made any of Fergie's
Why
squad?
does that matter?
doesn't matter though.
It doesn't matter.
Bro, Park Yi-sung.
It's irrelevant.
Park
That's
Yi-sung wasn't a
irrelevant.
world-class
Song was
player.
better.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
Bro, we didn't even talk about the game. That's
No,
the
we
funny
did. No,
thing.
well, we're not
We
even
didn't
talking
need
about
to.
now.
You're back
We didn't
four.
need to.
We
You're
started
back four.
we've been screaming this whole time.
Shocking.
All the comments now are, oh, these lot are all screaming. Oh, they've been
They've
screaming
had
this
20
whole
minutes of silence. They've
time.
had 20 minutes of silence. They got 20 minutes of screaming. You know, I've done my job here. The
Let me
deflection
say something.
job as
Well,
well.
do
Let's talk
nothing.
about the-
Listen, you're trash.
Let's talk about nothing.
Let's talk about the game
Trash.
quickly. Your back four, atrocious.
Terrible.
Tell me something
No.
about
Atrocious.
Oh, bro.
How's he giving me?
Hey, no, Jack.
I know we're bad.
How's he talking defense?
We are just you
How
are
many goals
just
they
as bad
conceded?
as ours.
52 goals.
What?
You've conceded 52 goals in 10 games, brother.
We are rubbish. Listen,
I mean, where's my phone? Where's my
listen.
phone?
I
Give my
know.
phone. Why don't you just give my phone?
Do you know what it is? Look, Andy's come around the
Big up
camera.
producer Andy.
Stop deflecting.
Thank you. And listen to me.
Stop, because you know if it's us, you'll be like, oh, you're the mighty Mancha.
Are you right? Yeah.
Shush.
Just for a second, please.
You'll be there. Oh,
Hey, Chris.
Oh
listen
yeah.
to me.
You'll
Listen
be like,
to me,
oh.
Chris.
You'll be like,
Listen.
oh, you're the mighty Mancha, bro. Don't talk about Fulham.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Listen
you lot.
to me.
Hey, by the way,
I know my
you
team
know what
are
I like?
rubbish.
Yeah,
I know.
Thank you.
You don't know it.
I do.
That's the difference.
Wait. And you
That
lot-
is the
and forget
difference.
that
Hold
picture
on,
of
hold on.
Mustafi.
Can I say something?
Forget that picture of
Hold on,
Mustafi.
can I say something?
Bending over in that.
Can I say
That's so
something? Can I say
dumb.
something though? Can I say something?
Baby, bend your back in
Two
it.
things,
That's
right?
what every
Hold
top
on.
league Premier League
Hold on.
striker says.
3
to your
weeks
back
ago.
four.
3 weeks ago. No, that's to your back four, brother.
And to ours as well.
About
We're bending our back and digging it every week.
When I said to you that 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I said to you that Emery hasn't done nothing, no improvement at the club, yeah, and you three slated me and called me a football thicko now, yeah? And now you're going to turn around
You are
and
a
say,
thicko.
I don't know.
You are a thicko
I
for
don't know
that.
if my team's dead.
That's
or
a
if my
fair-
team's
We'll come
good.
on to that in a second.
What?
But the fact
Am I
is,
in? Oh, damn.
we'll
Yeah, you are a thicko for that. You are a thicko
we'll
for
come in, yeah. We'll come in, but the fact is, yeah, your defense is terrible. We know that.
know that.
I remember a conversation that me
Awful.
and you had that when you tried to say Koscielny's world class.
Okay,
he's
cool.
average.
Koscielny was world class.
Average player.
think Koscielny-
Average player. He's a big fish playing in a small pond.
He's just called
yeah, he's
Koscielny
a small
average.
pond.
But yeah, he's tell me
brother.
Jay Lings is a good player.
Brother, he's average. As a defender,
What are
he's
you
average.
smoking?
Who's average?
Koscielny. Koscielny's average. Average.
Like Koscielny, man.
Bro, it's not about liking a brother. He's average. Straight.
Today, yes.
Bro, today, yesterday,
He's finished.
average.
No, you're
All right, listen. I
Don't
think
talk, bro.
You know we ain't spoken about the game.
No, we're talking about the game. Because, bro, I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the defense. Socrates.
Do you feel like if Socrates...
No,
All right,
listen,
let me ask you a normal
listen,
question. If
okay.
Socrates stayed on, do you reckon it would have been a different result?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe. No, maybe.
No, I don't.
Why do you say no?
No, it wouldn't have been.
Because you still would have won.
You still the one.
Okay.
You still would have won that game, of course.
Why do you say that?
Did you go into that game confident?
Because the way in which you were hitting them on the
You
break.
honestly, did you feel like you could have
I
won that
really
game?
think we're
Did
having
you feel like you
two
could have stopped
conversations.
Solskjaer's 8 on the bounce?
What,
I got 8 for 8 on Billboard.
What, Di Matteo in
Big up
disguise.
6'9"
I got 6
Solskjaer.
there, 3-6 that.
Di Matteo in disguise. You know what? I hope Ollie gets the job. I can't wait. Everyone
Why
buy
do you say
shares.
that? Why do you say that?
Buy shares in Man United, you lot.
Why do you say that? Can you explain?
Don't wait, baby. You'll see next season.
What do you think is honeymoon?
Listen, what can a guy do to get a job? He got 8 wins in a row, which you lot haven't done in a very long time.
Jake, 22 unbeaten.
Yeah, but that didn't mean nothing though, did it?
Well, with your 15 draws
Look, Chris,
against Carabao.
Chris, this is what happens when you keep. Hold on, this is what happens when you keep a manager that hasn't won the league for so long at the helm for so long. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year demise. Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's a fact.
Hey, he looks like he's been on the gear.
So it's Emery.
Hey, do you know that?
You know that
It's Emery, huh? It's Emery.
Yeah, you know when you zoom in slowly and they turn it all black away. It goes, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
No,
Why
I'm
is
saying
he doing
that.
this?
Emery's stressed.
No,
He's
no,
stressed. Hey, listen, no, listen. Honestly, are we not going to talk about this Ozil situation?
we are. But the fact is, we got to be up for the. He's got to be up for criticism. Emery. Emery's got to be.
Of course,
but the fact is, you guys made a decision to keep him when he signed a new contract about a year ago, which is fine. Mm-hmm. And because of that point, you may as well stick it out of him, because if you've got him in the squad, you need to play him. Like, he's got a lot of weaknesses and flaws, but the fact is, your back line, to be honest, and Xhaka is not holding up, and Torreira's not holding
awful.
up. You man are not. Guendouzi, Torreira, and Xhaka should have been able to be good enough to hold back that back line, which is already terrible, but they're not. So you man may as well go all out attack and start getting 5-4s, 6-2, 6-5, all of them victories, because you ain't gonna be holding no clean sheets long term.
Don't you think Emery needs to actually put in this philosophy though?
Yeah, he's trying to, which is what you were saying. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, Wenger, they allowed Wenger to underachieve for so long that now it's normal that we're going for fourth. Yeah. Bro,
it's true.
That's poor.
There's nothing wrong with going for
that's
fourth,
poor, brother. That's poor.
But it's fine because they're bringing in Gary Cahill, so that's going to sort it all out for them.
Like, come on. Like, we were laughing about it in a group chat. I realised Sol Campbell's got to be the only brother who's probably gone from another biggish club to Arsenal to win trophies. Since then, how many brothers have even gone to Arsenal to win trophies? Come on, brother. Your team, come on. Most players leave. Sanya, Nasri, Fabregas, Henry, Van Persie.
When Ozil came in,
come on, Sanchez.
Yeah, but Ozil came and won a couple World Cup for FA Cups though.
No, but I'm saying players. Yeah, exactly. Ozil is a good example. Yeah, 3 World Cups. 3 World Cups. Free
It's dying fast, yeah? I can't. We've got 9 minutes left.
We've got 9 minutes left to the thing. But anyway, long story short, Arsenal fans, sort yourself out.
Just say something, because you said something.
We ain't even got 9 minutes left.
You said something that was quite.
Our camera's dying quick if it cuts.
In what way? In what way did Wenger underachieve? I just want to
No
know.
league, and for 15 or 16 years, and no.
Why are we having
let him talk.
Stop.
That's it. I've answered the question.
For us to talk about the Dancefloor Stadium again.
Well, no,
I'm not doing this.
No, we are doing this because
9 minutes left.
Man, mini rock on any block.
Every time you go to talk about this, all I ever get from you, man, is, we ain't doing this. I ain't having that.
Yeah, but it's boring now.
Because you keep on.
We've got 9 minutes left.
Let's talk about Pochettino.
Tottenham to talk about.
We're going to get to that fat mess in a minute.
Have been knocked out too.
I'm going to get to that.
Our camera's dying.
I'm going to get to that mess in a minute. You're going to tell me that Wenger underachieved, but yet Wenger's had as much money as Emery to spend, yeah? And that's the whole problem.
Fair,
money.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. Now let me move on to the other guy, because you're telling me about Pochettino.
Right.
He's a loser. Man said trophies don't mean nothing. This is your next manager, hopefully.
He did say
Either
that.
him or Ollie. Either it's women for Arsenal, because you're going to get 2 crap managers, 2 basic managers. I hope you get them.
What, cut up your team then? Both managers cut your team.
Cut us out. We're weak. We're in transition, bruh. You've been in transition for 6 years, my guy.
Transition.
We're in transition.
That old chestnut.
Nah.
Hey, but the problem is here about Poch.
I do feel sorry for Spurs.
No, we're talking about Poch, yeah? The problem is, yeah, with what he said, is obvious. They need to win trophies. But let's not forget, Klopp said some...
I haven't announced the T-shirt.
Wait, hold on. Klopp said some...
He's looking at Higuain.
Klopp said some mad stuff as well a couple of months ago when he said, if we don't win anything as well, he says something like, if we don't win anything, it's no big deal. He said that as well. Yeah. Bare managers have said stuff like that.
Sorry, I'm just getting the comments up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bare managers have said that. It's not a big deal. Like, Poch is just trying to deflect the heat from his players.
You know I know he's like, because when it was the penalty shootout, man was on the floor doing spins. Did you see it?
On the floor doing spins.
Did you see him doing a spin?
No, I didn't even see him.
Because it meant a lot to him, but he's chatting crap after.
All right, big up expressions, by the way. Big up expressions. Your season is done. They're
still in the Champions League.
They're going to get worked by Dortmund.
Done. 2 minutes. All right.
Couple comments then, I guess. Well, Tottenham...
No, do you know what we should do? Do you reckon we should cut it and just use the rest like some phone thing?
What?
That's some gangster
Well,
thing.
cut it.
Just
do it.
cut it, and then cut it, and then tweet it from way out of phone.
All right, just in case we don't, then we need to wrap it.
All right. Well, Jack, hit us with some comments, brother.
I ain't even got my phone.
Nah,
so you man
we've all
get it
got to
out.
do one each. Or
Alright,
a couple
chat
each.
me.
All right, okay, so big up Sam. That's just his name. There's no long name. Because Akeem's hairline is receding back to the treble season.
I hope so. Hope we can go back to that point.
No, he said your hairline's receding back there.
This is
Man United.
bare hairline jokes, man. You lot gotta come better than that, man.
Yeah, who can come better?
Someone said Fulham out here
You're
doing
not gonna come with bare fat jokes this week.
Yeah, for you and Jack.
Someone said Fulham out here doing the Bird Box challenge.
That was funny.
They said the only good thing about Fico Chris has done is invent the term Fico.
Wait, there's one guy that say he doesn't want to expose
It's gone. The light's going red.
Is it gone? It's still surviving.
What does he say?
Oh, you should just whack it on the phone.
We've got to watch Jack on the phone.
How?
Yeah.
How you got to put it up there?
Put it up on
I don't
there.
even know. I ain't even got like a tripod.
We
with
tried
me.
that last time. It ain't working, but it's...
Unless you can hold it, Andy.
Obviously, our other camera died.
sorry.
Yeah. Man should just be done with the comments, innit?
Yeah, we could do a couple more. Let's do a couple more.
Alright,
We're
we're gonna do a couple.
shout out the guys that support the show, man.
Yeah, for real. All right, Jack, hit us with a couple more comments because I ain't even got my
Jack
phone.
loves this
We're
bit.
recording off my phone right now.
Someone's
Hey, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be cussing budget.
Oh, someone said Big J coming like some pound lad. Where's Morgan?
I like that one as well.
Hey,
I
do you
think
know
I
what his
liked
name
it
is?
as well.
Do you know his
That's
name
a
is?
Premier League
Do you know
winner.
what his name is? His name is Mr. Excellent Finish.
Oh, Salah.
Power lad, where's
There's
Morgan?
bare hairline jokes, so I'm gonna allow them.
Yeah, that's been.
Boring.
I like a hairline
Well,
joke.
apparently there's
I
a guy
like
who's been your boy from day, Jason Jetson. Chris.
Who?
Jason
Stop
Jetson.
paying
No.
attention to
He's got love the show,
that's-
boys.
that's-
Keep up good work. Love Chris. He's my boy from day.
That's how I know this is dumb, because someone said,
Yes, Jay.
real go-getter said, I saw Akeem arguing with Bossman in the corner shop about whether Pep is a fraud.
I believe that though. That's mad as well.
Whoever's making all these scenarios is a madman still.
I believe that.
I believe it still.
That's like
I said, Bossman shot, you know. All right, what is
There's
that?
a few
Any
more.
more?
There's a few more. There's a few more, surely.
Go on, come on, one more. Come on, man.
alright, cool.
You better hurting my brother's arms, bro.
Someone said first, let's get 100 likes, and he got 2 likes. Was this recorded on a fork?
Now it is.
Oh yeah, this is the one. Jake thinks people care about how his name is spelled, and he put it out as Jake as well.
Hey, big up Jake. All right, listen. I'm not gonna do Andy Day anymore. All right. Thank you for watching the show. We're gonna have to announce the t-shirts next week, geezer.
Yeah, you have to.
It's gonna have to
Alright,
be next
listen.
week. I don't think anyone got the correct score on goal scorers though.
No.
Just give it to the top like comment.
Give it to the top like comment or something.
Yeah,
was
we're
about
going to do
It's
another
about Fulham in the bird box.
So, yeah, whoever you are.
We'll give a t-shirt giveaway. We're gonna announce the t-shirt link next week, not this week now. So the merch
Someone put
Unforeseen
road to a million.
circumstances.
Road to
Road
a
to a
million.
million.
Oh, that's your thing. All right, listen. You've been here with myself, Big J.
Yeah, with Lingard, Akeem.
Everybody hates Chris is back.
And I've been relegation Jack.
By the way, guys, we tried to call him, but you saw him. He was crying.
Try your eyes.
Pedro.
Hey, big up the streets.
Pedro,
Try your eyes,
Pedro.
man.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.